Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 34 of this Let's Play Battle Brothers. This is the army without a state, and we are continuing our process to make some money, so let's head on over to Wallstatt. This is also where I think we can probably get the best price for the gems that we picked up previously. Food supplies are still okay, we have enough money for now, loads of tools. Absolutely loving the fact that we have so many tools, it's fantastic. Let's camp down for a bit. Wait until dawn, which is here now. Oh, go on then. There we go. Right. 729. Hello! Lovely jubbly. Otherwise, the prices aren't great. I mean, the tools are good, but we have enough tools right now. No, we'll skip it. Otherwise, we can sell the short bows. I'm not going to bother repairing those. And we can sell one of the shields. No, I think I'm going to keep the shields, actually. Because we've definitely got people that need them. So let's do that first. Also, Alpha Brain. Wherever you may be. Are, in fact, using the right weapon now. Excellent. Sigward, the Untested, has leveled up. You are going to get fatigue, range defense, and hit points, I think. And you are also a student. Thunder. You're supposed to be the untested too. Yeah. You are going to get melee attack, melee defense, health. And you need a shield. That can easily be arranged. And you are still using this really, really heavy shield. This is why you keep running out of fatigue. Of course. I hadn't quite clocked how much fatigue that thing uses. It uses a lot. So now everyone has shields, right? Yes. And you also need to be leveled up, which can be arranged. Melee attack for sure. Stamina. Resolve. And you have a perk, which is going to be gifted. Melee defense, health, stamina. Okay, good. You need a name. Let me just get my list out. Henceforth, you are to be known as Foxbat. Finally, you're making an appearance. Foxbat. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyone else that needs naming? I don't think so. Nope. Sigward and Vander are potentials. Alright, so if I remember correctly, there is only the Noble House contract, which I don't particularly want to do right now. I am going to sell you this, though. That is a very expensive falcon, so no thanks. I'm actually looking pretty solid in everything right now. Let's head back over to Workstart and see if we got some more contracts going on over there. Oh, you know what we could do? Is we could double check to see if there is, or if there are any people here to hire. Not for any price I'd want to pay. No. Hjalmar the Rock, though. Militia. No, I think I'm going to save my money for things like squires. Such a big difference they make. Okay, Workstart. I mean, once the two newbies that we still have reached level 3, I'd feel a lot more comfortable about going after the noble contracts and the higher level contracts, although I think we can do level 2s now pretty consistently. So let's just double check to see who they have available here. Dietmar, no. Wolf, no. Yeah, we had already checked that. You're the thief. Okay, let's do the level 2 contracts. First of all, let's see what they have here. Amber shards, they're not particularly cheap. Yeah, nothing I really want. Okay, level 2 contract. Mine Elf, the merchant, gets his feet up off the table when you enter. He puts his hands behind his head, looking a little too relaxed for your tastes. Good tidings, Captain. What say you take a leave from all that killing and dying? He raises an eyebrow at your response, which is precisely none at all. Huh, I figured you'd jump on that opportunity. No matter, it was a lie. I need you to take a certain package to Engelbert the Younger, a fellow residing in Vistat. This cargo has undoubtedly garnered some ill-intentioned eyes, which is why I need your men watching it for me. If you're interested, which you should be, let's talk numbers. How many crowns are we talking about? You look able, so I'm willing to pay quite a bit. It's 820 crowns when the contract is done. I want more. 870. Fine. Restart. I thought you were in my regular route, but you're not. That should be fine, though. Off we go. And when we're there, we're very close to Brandenburg, and we can double check for... oh, crap. High-level people. The cargo rests in the wagon beside you, jostling about as it tilts and turns on the paths. Suddenly it begins to hum, and you swear you could see the lid float upwards for just a second. Lionheart II glances over. You all right, sir? Just as he finishes talking, the lid explodes outwards, a swirl of colours, mist, ash, fiery heat and brutish cold. You throw your arms up, shielding yourself, and when you take a peek around your elbows, the package is completely still, the lid back on. You exchange a glance with the sellsword, and you both stare at the cargo. This might be a little more than an ordinary delivery. We're leaving that thing alone. We still need to finish our ambition as well. So that might be something that we do when we get to the northern bit up here. See if they know any rumours of interesting things that we could go and hunt down. Because I'd like to find like an abandoned cottage or something. I don't want an abandoned fortress or a cemetery, because those are definitely going to be full of evil nasties that do nasty evil things. So hopefully we get to Weisstadt soon. We might have some contracts up here that we can do too. Oh, the other thing I wanted to double check actually was checking the faction thing. Yeah, Dunkelwald has now appeared on this list. Vikstadt, Vistat. So some of the bigger towns are appearing here now. I think. Engelbert the Younger welcomes you, and a few of his men hurry over to take the cargo. He claps you on the shoulders. I'll take it your journey went well. You spare him the details and inquire about your pay. Bah, sellsword through and through. Robert, get this man what he deserves. One of Engelbert the Younger's bodyguards walks over and hands you a small chest of coins. Excellent. Level 1 contract. Everything here is horrifically expensive. I'll sell you the pike though. And the knife? No, we had someone who needed a knife actually. Who was that? One of the newbies, most likely. There we are. Nope, that's the Scramax. That's a knife. Right, the rest of you have all got the right gear. Alright, let's go to Brandenburg, see what's here. We have a fair amount of money, so we could potentially hire another person. And then we need to inquire about some more contracts, although there might actually be some here, and I would love to get our relations with this place up. Also, did we get some more relations with that other town? Hard to tell. Oh, there's only a noble one here. We'll probably need to do it anyway. Otto the Bowyer. I mean, we could potentially use a better archer. I'm kind of hesitating over the bow because I know that you get the opportunity to turn high quality wood into a masterwork bow once you hit like level 6 or something. Do I want another archer though? With calloused hands and an eye for thin strings, Otto is a fletcher and a bowyer. Sadly, he sold a bow to a young boy, which led to a horrible arrow-related accident. After much debate, he was no longer wanted in town. Now Otto seeks a different path. If he can't sell bows, maybe you can use them. Fine. That accident was not your fault, clearly. And I have a bow, a better bow for you already. That is a very good price for that helmet. That is a very good helmet too. I'll take it. Alright, let's see what newbie has. Because we have a whole bunch of people with injuries. Oh, you started with a hunting bow. Interesting. And you are bright, plus 10% experience gain. Superstitious, minus 10 resolve at morale checks against fear, panic, and mind control. So you won't be great against undead, but you're an archer, so you wouldn't be anyway. I'll give you the bill hook, so you can hit from the second line. Or push people back. Both of which very useful. Let's give you that. And some armour. You have arrows. And how bad are the broken noses? Minus 5 fatigue recovery. Minus 30 max fatigue. Yeah, there's a couple of you with some injuries I could definitely do without. Oh yeah, the full top helmet. I think that was going to go to Fenris. 140, 125. Okay, it's not as good as that. It does have a minus 1 vision. One thing which has occurred to me is crossbows have a range of 6. So I don't actually need higher vision than 6 for the crossbowman, which means I can actually have better helmets than might otherwise be expected. You know what? I could have the flat top helmet. So I'm giving you like one of the best helmets we have, so no, I'm not going to do that. Although that's actually true, we have a whole bunch of people with really good helmets. Let's do that. And yeah, I think I am going to give my crossbowman one of those. You're looking like a man of the north at the moment. Okay. Do I want to do the nobleman's contract? Not while I have so many people injured, no. I would, however, like to buy some food. Unfortunately, prices are kind of rubbish. The grain is kind of cheap. We'll buy the grain. Alright, where to? I don't really want to do too much questing up there, because it's so far away from my usual stomping grounds. Well, I guess this is kind of its own little circuit. You know what? Let's hit up the tavern. Or not, because I don't have one. How can you not have a tavern? You're a big town. So yeah, the helmet we just bought is worth 782. Pretty good. I mean, from an armourer. Alright, heavy lamellar... Okay, there's a lot of armour which is quite a lot better than what we're wearing right now. So we've definitely got room for improvement. I could do some more kite shields. No, I'm not spending those prices, they're outrageous. Okay. Burgau. Is there a tavern there? There isn't. Vistat. There's not one there either. Damn it. There is one over in Finsterwald. Let's go to Finsterwald. I mean, theoretically, we could check with starter for contracts. Nah. We'll be quick. Go, 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 go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And it's night time when we get here, which means no stuff. So let's camp up until morning, and then see what we can get. Level 2 contract. That would do me nicely. And food supplies that are a bit expensive. Oh, a hunter. Apparently hunters are excellent archers. You would cost me most of my money though. He has an amazing story, so I might hire him just for that. Ruthard once took a bet to shoot an apple off a pig's head. He missed. With a belly full of bacon, he became determined to never miss again. Unless it meant more bacon, of course. Once employed by local royalty, a disastrous boar hunt ended with the gored baron and all the blame and blood on Ruthard's hands. A quick demonstration is offered. Ruthard shoots one arrow high into the sky, and with another, he knocks it out. Impressive. Yeah, we'll hire him. He does sound pretty cool. I just want to have a quick look at just how cool he is. Otto the Untested. Because I know that commenters have been begging me to get better archers. Your archery isn't that great though, though you are level 1, in fact. Oh, you're the bowyer, right, you're the archer. In fact, your starting archery is almost as good as Larsman, who's level 4. You don't have any skill in archery though. You are tiny, which gives you more range defense, which is really helpful for an archer. And you're determined, so you're always going to be confident morale. You know what? Both of you aren't bad. And you do start with a hunting bow. Arrows. We can give you some better armour. Alright then. Let's undertake the level 2 contract. Cunibert, the treasurer, welcomes you, waving you in. Very well. Now I know you're here. Could you please shut the door behind you? One of the man's guards pokes his head around the corner. You smile as you slowly shut him out. Turning around, you find Cunibert the treasurer walking towards a window. He stares out as he talks. I need something. It's, well, you don't need to know what it is. I need this something delivered to a fellow called Thielman of Dunkelwald. He's waiting for it in Dunkelwald. It's important that he actually gets there. Important enough for an armed escort, which is why I'm turning to you and your company. What say you, mercenary? Let's talk money. 680 is not the best price ever. 720, fine. Dunkelwald. Oh, it's back in my circuit. Cool. Now I do need to be somewhat careful because both of my archers are still in the back line, and I probably will want to cycle people around if I do get into a scuffle. So I'm kind of just hovering over the spacebar here, going, will I need to pause? Probably. So there's no way of changing your people. Hello. Overground foundations. We never did check the tavern. That was the... Whoa, crap, I'm out of money. I was not expecting that. It's because my wage bill's gone up quite a lot. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Good. Thielman of Dunkelwald's waiting for you as you enter the town. He hurriedly takes the cargo off your hands. Oh, I didn't think you would get here. His grubby fingers dance along the chest, carrying the cargo. He turns around and barks an order to one of his men. They step forwards and hand you a satchel of crown. You gain 720 crowns. Excellent. And we can sell the crappy leather armour. And the crappy hat. And I need to give him a second weapon as well. I might even give him the war brand. Ah, quality wood. Pretty decent price too. I think we need 2 of it, so we're going to buy that now. And kind of hope that that doesn't kick us in the arse later. No, we're not buying more stuff. No, 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 no. Right. Do we want to do some more of the nobleman's contracts? And are we getting relations with the towns? The new towns? The bigger towns? I'm not sure we are, actually, thinking about it. Because it would be like Wickstadt, Adlerwacht, Wallstadt. I don't think any of those are getting relations. No. So maybe it is only with the noble houses in those places, even though we have the like standard contracts here. Alright, level 2 contract. A servant of a local noble asks you to follow him to his master's behest. He leads you to the wealthier part of Dunkerwald, where the buildings get taller and the people in the streets don't reek of horse manure. Eventually, you reach a manor that looks like it used to be a temple. Fake owls dot the eaves, staring down at you as you walk by. A depressed-looking cat idles on the front steps. You enter through a front door that squalls with the opulence, its hinges and wide swing echoing into the foyer. Your mouth drops open as you hardly even know the words to describe the grandeur inside. Let's talk business. Count Sigward von Eisenstein carries a candle close to one of his books, his eyes dimming in the light and focusing on some scripts he can't read. They say the greenskins have a long, long history in these land. Do you believe that? You shrug and answer to the best of your knowledge. If you want to stay a while in the world, you've got to fight, and when the greenskins do seem to have been around for a long while. The man nods, seemingly appreciative of your observation. We have a number of them marauding around Finsterwald. They're burning everything they come across, killing everyone. It's all quite obvious, I'm sure. What's also obvious is that I need you, Sellsword, to find and destroy them. Are you interested? Fighting greenskins doesn't come cheap. You look able, so I'm willing to pay quite a bit. You'll be paid 240 crowns in advance and another 940 when the job is done. I want more than that. I accept. And that also pays for a week. Another day. Alright, where are they? Kill marauding greenskins around Finsterwald. Finsterwald. Oh, it's all the way up there. Alright. I guess I'm using the advance payment that you gave me to pay my troops on the way over. Before we even get into the scuffle. Going through the woods at night. What a great idea. Especially near a overgrown foundation of a ruined castle thing, Fort Majiggy. Smart. Very smart. Oh. Footprints. Big, big, big footprints. You find the nobleman, Lars, and the rather ragged-looking Trey Chunde quarrelling over the last piece of food on a spit. Apparently the lowborn got his fork to it first, but the nobleman claimed that his high stature granted him the right to the meat. In the company of sellswords, no man is low or highborn. Lars looks aghast. He slowly lifts his fork from the spit, and Trey Chunde immediately shovels the last bit of meat into his mouth. The nobleman gets up and heads your way. He straightens before you, bumping his chest into yours as you lock eyes. A few men put their hands on their pommels. Siding with the lowborn, eh? I fancied you would. Being lowborn yourself. Don't expect to become one of us. You're a sellsword for life. Remember that. Lars gets disunkled. Damn it, Lars! And there's the Goblin Raiders. Okay, Goblin Raiders. They have lots of shooty bang bangs. So we probably want a lot of stabby stabs. So less archers, more melee with big shields. I think. Emphasis on the big shields. Although we do still have a couple of people injured. Just because this is one of the harder missions. I'm pulling you out, and I'm going to put Ruthard in. I mean, Trey is still injured. So is Vanda. No, I want the shields. I definitely want the shields in this. Although this guy costs 1,000. If we're up against goblins... They're not all archers. No, we'll do this. And we'll see if you actually do any good. I might give you a quiver of arrows though, just as a backup. Oh, and you need a melee weapon, that's true. I'll give you the warbrand. Alright, goblin raiders. Let's go hunt them down, 10 of them. I would like to get you in the open. Goblin ambushers and skirmishers. To arms! Alright, 3 ambushers. You were poisoned. That's unfortunate. 4 ambushers. Crap. 5 ambushers. Fucking hell. They're all nailing the one guy with the... No, one of the 2 guys with the slightly smaller shield. I might need you to back off, because... Ouch. They seem to have a ridiculous amount of armor piercing on the archers. And well, that's going to have to be it for today as well. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series so far, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. If you wish to support the channel in other ways, please do check out the Patreon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.